Alright, this is part 3 of the video. As you can see, I'm in small blind, King 10, suited King 10 diamonds, and depends what kind of aggression we face here. This guy's only limped. I'm going to punish him for limping, so I'm going to actually make this 230 if he wants to see the flop. If he had something, he should have come over the top of me and raised me. So this guy here, late position, he only limped in with the blind, so I'm going to punish him by raising. If he calls me, I've got a good hand. He folds it, so charging him to see the flop basically. I'm on the blind, sorry, the button with 9-7 suited. It's a suited gap connector. This guy's raised pretty weakly. He should have been raising up to at least 180 with 3 times big blind, but he's only really came in for 2.5 times big blind, which seems to be his typical pattern in play. So I'm going to punish him for that. Again, I'm going to re-raise him. If he comes over the top of me, he's definitely got a hand. If he just flat calls me, he's probably got a medium strength hand. And we'll see what happens on the flop. If the flop comes out in my favour, then we'll try and take advantage of him. But we're going to make this 466. I've still got these two players to deal with as well. The small blind, the big blind. Hopefully it just folds. See what this guy does. He just flat calls me. So I've hit a 9, and I'm going to raise this, so the pot's going to make this 898. He flat calls me. I don't think he's got anything, so I'm just going to hit him again with it. I'm going to 3/4 of the pot. He doesn't have anything. He's just fishing, trying to hit a hand. I'm just going to call it. He's got 7s, I've got the 9s, so I take him down. That's what I mean by bad players. So I've been moved table now. I won that pot, moved on to another table. I've got 12,300 chips. I'm sitting here now in that table. So I knocked that guy out of the tournament that last hand there, and I get moved to a different table on the tournament. There's currently we've got various tables opened. Remember, there's 215 players. There's 9 players per table on the tournament, so all of these are all tables here. We've just been shipped to a different table to balance out the tables. When somebody gets knocked out of a tournament, we've got to balance the table, so you get moved about table to table throughout the tournament. So I've got to now establish what kind of players these guys are now at a table. So these players I've never played against before. Just got to fold this hand. But we done pretty well there in that last hand. We knew he didn't really have anything, because he should have been re-raising me pre-flop if he had anything big. This did say medium hand. And then again, he should have been re-raising me in the flop, so it was pretty poor there. Okay, so I'm just going to put the video on pause. Alright, so I've not played the hand in a few orbits. This guy's on the button, he's raised 160. I've got 98 offsuit. It's not exactly a powerful hand, but he's on the button, he's trying a standard raise. So we've just got to raise him up here to 475. I'm in a position, he's got the position, so he's got the power, but I'm just regarding this as a steal of my blind, and he folds it, and I take it down. So we're up to 12,700. Full 10 offsuit on the small blind, just going to fold that. That's 24 facing a raise anyway, so again, just going to put the video on pause. Alright, so we're facing raises and mid position. I've got a pair of 6s. This guy, early position's raised 160. I'm going to raise him up. Again, keeping in with the aggression factor. I'm going to raise this up to 460. If he wants to see a flop, he needs to pay. If he comes back over the top of us, he's got a monster hand, and we can think about laying down the 6s. Depends what action we face. But we're showing aggression here again. We're not letting anybody see flops cheaply with their hands. Let's see what he does here. He just flat calls it. Okay, so we've got higher cards on the table there. Any one of those, if he's paired, is beating our sixes, but we'll see what he does here. He just checks it to us. We're going to bet 3/4 of the pot here. Again, I'm just going to stay with the aggression. See if we can take it down. We take it down. We're up to 13,291 now. So A6 suited, early position. I'm just going to fold it and put the video in. Alright folks, it's been a while since I've actually played a hand, currently about 13,000 in chips. You can see my hand history here. If I just bring this up, these are all the hands that I've been dealt. I can't actually admit, 6-6 was the last one that I actually played on the video, the one we took down, which was way back here. So you can see all the hands that I've folded since then: A6, A6, 6-4, Jack 2, Ace 10, 4-2, Jack 10. These are all the hands that I've folded pre-flop and not played them since the last update. I'm just going to fold this one as well and put the video back in pause. Alright folks, it's been quite a while since I've actually played the hand. I think I've folded about 8 or 10 hands in a row. This guy's been minimum raising almost every pot. I was actually going to play this hand, I was going to come over the top of him, but since this guy's now free betting, I'm just going to fold this hand. If this guy hadn't done this re-raise, the free bet, I would have came over this guy, but I would have raised more than that actually. I probably put that towards the 700 mark, maybe just over 700. But this guy's beat me to it. This guy here's been pretty much raising almost every pot pre-flop. He's trying to be aggressive, but he's doing it very poorly. He's basically only minimum betting, if that. He's on a big blind now. We're just going to fold this in early position or mid position we're in. We're just going to fold this anyway. Ace 8 is not a good hand to play at this stage. The blinds are currently now 60, 120. So we're approaching the early stages of the mid stage of the tournament, and this is where people start to become short stacked. This is when big blinds, so the big blinds is currently 120. Ideally you want to have 50 big blinds, so 50, sorry, I'll do this in a minute once I play this hand. Ideally you want to have 50 big blinds. Let's just fold this. So basically big blinds 120 at this moment in time, so times that by 50. Ideally you want to have at least 6,000 or more chips. If you're under 6,000 chips, you're still decent as long as you're above 30 big blinds, but ideally you want to have 50 big blinds to play solid poker. If you start dropping below 30 big blinds, that's when things become really difficult. Because if you raise pre-flop, then you're really short stacked and you've got no choice but to push all in with mediocre hands. You don't want to be in that position. So this guy here, for instance, he's got 4,000 chips. Okay, so 4,000. He's got 33 big blinds. Okay, so he's like getting to the point where he's almost short stacked and he'll have no option but to start pushing all in rather than raising. Because basically, if he raises, if he raises 3,000 big blind pre-flop with a hand, right, it's going to cost him 360. Now let's just assume that two other people call him. There's big blind and there's a small blind as well, so we'll add that in. So he's raised the 360. The big blind's already committed for 120, plus the small blind's committed for 160. So there's 140 in the pot plus the antes, but we'll leave the antes out just to make it simple. So it's 540 in the pot. Let's just assume that two other people call. He's 360 raise. So 360 takes it up there, another person calls 360. That means the pot will be 1260 before it hits the flop. Now, he's only got 4,000 chips left, plus minus his 360 to raise with, so it'll be less than 3,600 chips. If the pot's 1200 and he's facing two other players on the flop and decides to raise, and he raises the pot, for instance, he's going to be short stacked. It's only like less than 2,000 chips left, so he's got no option but to push. So it takes a lot of decisions away from him and it makes him mediocre. So he's going to have to start pushing medium strength hands, weaker hands such as 2s and 3s, 4s, 5s, Ace 10s and so on pre-flop, because he's got no equity post-flop, or no fold equity post-flop, okay, because he's a short stack. So minimum he wants to have at least 6,000 chips or more. I've got 13,000. I'm the chip leader of this table at this moment in time. This guy right here's got 10,000, 3,000 behind me. These are ideal stats to play solid poker. Okay, this guy here's rolled at 3,000. So really, his option is to push or fold, and you don't want to be in that position.